Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, jingle bells. It really blows my mind.
She gets depressed.
But when I lack in pitch, I sure make up in
Power.
And all my friends say I'm perfect for the shower. Still, I'm terrific at
Dance.
God, and they're all already alone. But when I begin to do the going concert, and when Christmas comes and all my friends go, it is so disheartened, it is so disquieted, it is so discouraged. Darling, please stop it. See, I really couldn't.
Sing.
I could never really.
Sing.
What I couldn't do was. Don't make me cause I'm not
Okay. Al and Christine, back in line. Mark.
Well, I get the feeling that most of you always knew what you wanted to do. Me, I didn't. I was just a kid for a while. And one day, my father had this fabulous library in the back of the house, and when I was about 11, I guess, I found this medical textbook. It had pictures of the male and female anatomy. Well, I thought that was pretty interesting. I used to read that book a lot.
Were you interested in medicine, or were you just into the pictures?
Well, no,
Hello, 12.
Hello, 13. Changes all.
Down below. Time to doubt.
Break out.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
Time to grow.
Time to grow.
Adolescence.
Too young to take over. Too old to ignore.
I'm ready.
What for? There's a lot I am not certain of. Hello, 12. Hello, 13. Hello, love.
From that book, I diagnosed my own appendicitis. Next day, I went to our doctor down the block. Sure enough, acute appendicitis. They rushed me right to the hospital. Well, I figured this book would cover everything the rest of my life. And when I was 13, I had my first wet dream. So I went right back to the book. Milky discharge, milky discharge, milky discharge. Gonorrhea! I was in shock, gonorrhea! Before I even started, I was terrified. I couldn't even tell my mother I had gonorrhea. So the book said to drink a lot of water.
Is that all the book said?
No, it said take penicillin, strepto, something or other, but I couldn't do anything about that unless I told somebody. So all I could do was drink the water, and I drank like 20 glasses a day. For 3 weeks! I almost drowned! Well, finally I went to confession and I told the priest that I had gonorrhea. Well, he was in shock too. Who have you been with, my son? Nobody? Nobody! Then how can you have gonorrhea? So I told him about the book's diagnosis for milky discharge and he set me straight. It's the only time the church ever helped me out. Well, I was
4 foot 10. 4 foot 10. That's the story of my life. I remember when everybody was my size. Boy, was that great. But then everybody started moving up, and there I was, fucking 4 foot 10. 4 foot 10. But I kept hoping and praying. I used to hang from a parallel bar by the hour, hoping I'd stretch just an inch more. So I got caught, but I don't look it, and I should knock it, because I've always been able to work. From the time I was 5 in King and I, up till now I've never stopped, 'cause whatever I am so excited because I'm gonna go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it was the first day of acting class, and we were in the auditorium, and the teacher, Mr. Carp. Mr. Carp. Anyway, he put us up on stage with our legs around each other, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're going to do improvisations. Now you're on a bobsled. It's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week, we try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week, we try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I
Actually, she was going with this.
Little brat. That's what my sister was, a little brat. And that's why I shaved her head. I'm glad I shaved her head. But then my father lost his job, so we had to leave El Paso and we wound up in St. Louis, Missouri. Well, it was the furthest thing from my mind to be a dancer, but my mother would embarrass me, so when she'd come and pick me up and swirl all those great big yellow rollers in her hair, no matter how much I begged her, and she'd say, "What? Are you ashamed of your own mother?" But the thing that made my daddy laugh so much was when I used to dance in the living room. Please take this lesson to learn from me. Carry it with you across the
All the rest of my life. And I said, gee,